Good morning, good day, friends. This is Tracy Brown, your somatic nutrition therapist and a tune eating expert. And this week we're going to talk about how do you know if you're eating enough? It's one of the most common questions you might be surprised that I get is that whether you have a restrictive eating background, a binge eating background, feeling compulsive about your food, the number one aspect and trait behind that is a restrictive mindset. And of course, as we talked about last week in our shame uncoupling from food and worth series last week, if you missed that, please go back and watch all the videos from January 18th to the 22nd. Actually, I take that back. That's this week. I would say January 11th through the 15th. So January 11th through the 15th is when I did all of my uncoupling shame from food and body series. So watch that. That's one of the reasons that people do have a restrictive mindset around eating and food. And so in today's kind of tip, it's going to be more of a tip, is that if you are struggling to do like intuitive eating, normative eating, and you don't really know if you're having accurate signals, honestly, the best thing you can possibly do is eat the food when you have a thought about it, basically. It doesn't mean that you have to eat all the food. It could be you just by eating, you learn to individuate, like, okay, what is a somatic memory? What is a fight, flight, freeze, please response? What is just an emotion? What is gas? What is thirst? Sometimes just by eating, honestly, half a granola bar, you figure out like, okay, I'm not really hungry, feeling really revved up. And this is the first time I can remember in 20 years that I can feel or know the difference. There you go. It's already a big aha game changer moment versus I don't know what I should do, and your brain's obsessing and you're worried about getting it wrong and making a mistake, so you do nothing and you don't get to learn. So again, my suggestion in this video is sometimes if you don't know and your signals are off, and there's two contexts to just eating the food. Now, some people who are literally at a deficit, they've been at a deficit with anorexia, any kind of restrictive eating disorder, just came off a diet, you just need to eat the food so you get the feedback. So you don't have to wonder what is mental hunger, what is I need to eat the food. You still need to eat the food anyway. If you're someone that says, oh, here's one of those videos again about people who have restrictive eating, it's like, that's not me. But every person I've ever worked with binge eating disorder or emotional eating or compulsive eating, they have a restrictive mindset too. They feel like they're eating too much. Is this going to cause me to gain weight? And so there's this boomerang, like, well, I'm just not going to eat it all and hope for the best. That's not the way to do it. That's just guessing. It's still, what is it that I'm hungry for? And it could just be that you just need full permission to eat even if you're not hungry, so you can learn, your brain can learn that, like, you listen to yourself. Like, your cells can learn that, like, hey, I'm not neglected or ignored. Maybe I wanted the Twinkie, but maybe I don't want it right this second. But I always hear this drumbeat of, like, you can't have it, you can't have it, you can't have it because it's, I weigh too much or I won't lose weight. And so, you're basically being a good parent, like, sure, have the Twinkie. And then that allows a trust model to be built of, like, this kid will learn if they're actually hungry for it or not, they're just wanting it for whatever kind of reason. You learn, you differentiate, and then you learn what your other hungers are and you feed that. So that's my tip video for today. If this video was helpful, please put some comments below that it was helpful, or pass it along to your friends that need just to hear, eat the food. This is what most people do, and why it takes them so long to get full recovery is that they're waiting for this perfect, right, knowing moment versus we got to take some risk, and so we learn. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in Wednesday's video. Bye for now.